What's up, everybody? We back with another banger video, man. Hey, it may look like I'm swimming, but I just got out of the shower. I put some stuff on my face. That's why I'm shining like that. You hear me? But yeah, man. So apparently there's a new disease. You feel me? It's crazy. Like, how? I don't know, bro. I'm gonna just say, I just think the government got something to do with it. Like, how's you creating like new diseases just popping up out of nowhere, bro? Like, so this one is like a flesh-eating bacteria type disease, and it's actually transmitted as well. So, and it's fatal. You feel me? But hey, check this clip out right here.
Talk about the new flesh-eating vulva virus that is going around that literally causes sepsis and necrosis of your genitalia and appears to eat away at it before basically unaliving you, and it's sexually transmitted. You get it from having intercourse. And once you get it, you will catch sepsis from it and you will be no more. I don't think I need to explain to you how bad this is, but I will anyway. So this is a flesh-eating vulva infection, and it has already been 3 cases reported, and they're saying gynecologists now need to know the signs, and you should too. So doctors in the UK are warning gynecologists of the risks of necrotinizing fasciitis on the external genitalia, and it's seeing several severe cases. In a new case published April 8th in the Journal for BM Case Reports, UK doctors described 3 patients who were found to have this necrotinizing fasciitis of the vulva. Ladies, we know what the vulva is. Vulva includes the external female genitalia such as the labia, and the labia, So, NF, also known as the flesh-eating disease, can arise when certain bacteria enter the skin through a wound, cut, abrasion, burn, surgical wound, or at this point, even a fucking insect bite. Mr. Sullivan, who is a professor of microbiology at the immunology at Indiana University, go my school, that NF can occur anywhere skin or tissue is breached, including genitalia. Go on to say that this is being spread through SE, you know what, and once it's on there, those little mites eat away at your vulva and everything involved. So ladies, if there was another time to like not touch men, now would be the time. Okay, bye.
Now what y'all think about that? So I think it's called Donovanosis. Like, that's crazy. And there's some more in this video too, not just Donovanosis, it's some more. So I feel like I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole just finding new diseases to show y'all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, check out these other clips.
If y'all out here raw talking in 2025, y'all need to listen up, because this is for you. There's a flesh-eating STD that's going around, and I'm not even playing. It's called Donovanosis, and it's straight up horrifying. So it starts as a little bump, and next thing you know, your skin low-key melting, like actual tissue damage. Not a joke. This thing spreads through unprotected intercourse, and most people don't even realize they got it until it gets real bad. Doctors say it's rare, but it's popping up more. In dating culture, it ain't exactly helping. Like, how something like this even evolved? A bacteria that spreads through intimacy and eats the skin? Y'all better be careful. Wrap it up. Somebody's out here got boss level infections. You better use protection and ask questions. Ever heard of this? I never heard of this until today. Let's talk. Comments wide open. And text.
Are getting the word out about a sexually transmitted form of ringworm that's newly made its way into the U.S. So far, there's 1 reported case, and it is here in New York. CBS 2's Christy Kalishian shares what doctors know so far.
It's an infection that comes from the same fungus linked to conditions you may know of, like ringworm, jock itch, and athlete's foot.
What makes this case a little bit different is it is a type of ringworm that can cause more inflammatory type lesions, and it can occur in the groin area or the genital area.
Dr. Avram Kaplan led the study and authored a report published in the journal JAMA Dermatology earlier this week on trichophyton metagraphites type 7, or TM7. It's a sexually transmitted infection that can appear like this in the groin area and can be itchy. So far, the 1 reported case in the U.S. is in New York City. A man in his 30s, the report says.
It was reported in a journal, which tells you that it's new. We're still learning about it. But because it's just this one case, I think we're really starting to understand how could this have happened.
The study says the patient noticed itchy lesions after a trip to England, Greece, and California, where he said he had sex with multiple male partners. Cases popped up last year in France. Earlier ones were linked to those in contact with sex workers in Southeast Asia.
If they have a persistent itchy or painful lesion or eruption around the genital area of the buttocks, that's when they should be seeking medical advice.
The rash could be mistaken for other conditions. If left or improperly treated, it could lead to infection. Doctors say it is treatable thanks to antifungal therapies. City Health Commissioner Dr. Ashwin Vasan says the doctor's office is always judgment-free.
Shame always gets in the way of getting healthy. So I would say never feel ashamed to go reach out to your doctor.
Doctors say communicating with your partner about having conditions like this is key in preventing the spread. Christy Kalishian, CBS 2 News.
Okay, so I bumped into this article and we have a new 2025 thing. So it's a flesh-eating vulva infection. And basically, yeah, it's an STD. And it eats the vulva? Well, anyways, here's the article. If you want to read it, you could pause, at any point. And, yeah, get your information, because this is insane. Like, what else in the world are we going to have? Alright.
A lot of people don't want to talk about this, that you can get herpes from your foods. A lot of people don't see people think it's taboo when you say stuff like this because of the programming that we've been subjected to. But when you actually get inside of the laboratories and you get inside of these hospitals and you have your own clinics and you start healing people of these things and you start studying the actual functionalities of things, you'll be like, hold on. If this is a sexually transmitted disease, then how did the first person get it? If this was a sexually transmitted disease, then how did the first person get it? And what about the cases of herpes that come from eating chickens? Who want to challenge me on it? Who want to challenge me on that real quick? And then they hide the herpes disease and change the name of the chickens that got herpes. And you know the Negro love his fried chicken. You can't fry a so-called virus out. I'm just saying. Y'all, look, do y'all really want to talk about this type of stuff? Do y'all really want to talk about the truth? Because the truth hurt. The truth hurt, family.
This is what you need to know about the flesh-eating STD that's spreading in the UK. This rare sexually transmitted disease causes beefy red ulcers to appear on the genital and anal areas. It's known as Donovanosis. It's usually restricted to more humid climates, Brazil, India, New Guinea, but it's rising in the UK. This terrifying STD caused by the bacteria Klebsiella granulomatis not only causes bloody sores and ulcers which can get infected, but also increases the risk of HIV transmission. To find out if you have this, the test will involve skin scrapings and a blood test.
Ladies, you're not going to like this one. Yet something else attacking the lady bits. Yes, your girl's downstairs, okay? A bacteria that's going to destroy all the menorahs. All the vulval menorahs. Majora menorah, all of them. You need to know this terminology because that's part of your lady bits and you should know them. But anyways, back to the subject at hand. There's a new STD. It came out in the UK. I know somebody made this. This is like a flesh-eating bacteria. Is known as NF, necrotizing fasciitis, and it will eat away at your lady bits. They're calling it an STD because you can contract it by having, if there wasn't a reason to be celibate, there is one now, even more, because it's always something new to watch out for. Always. So now you're going to be hearing girls, you gave me NF, MF, you gave me NF. You heard that? MF, you gave me NF. I know I'm a little dramatic at times, but nobody wants no necrotizing fasciitis, a flesh-eating bacteria. And the worst part of it is, if you have a cut, any opening, it can get through. It can get on your skin. It can get through intercourse-wise, but they say it will give you sepsis. So if the NF is not going to take you out, the sepsis will take you out. Sepsis is so strong. Not too many people make it out of sepsis. Once it's your bloodstream, it's really hard to get out your butt. I don't wish that on anybody, including me. So you have been warned, flesh-eating bacteria that would affect your lady bits, cause sepsis, ruin your vulva area, and just ruin your life. Girl, give it his number now, today. No summer for you. No hot girl summer for you.
How's it going? Yes, it's a house coat. So, Donovanosis is this new STI that's made its way into the UK. This new flesh-eating STI or STD, whatever you want to call it. Flesh-eating. So we're in work last night. We decided to look up and educate ourselves on this. Just absolutely horrific. Reddish, beefy nodules, lesions and ulcers that bleed on touch. But don't worry, fellas. Completely painless, apparently. I'll tell you one thing. If I ever got something like that, I wish one of the symptoms was your dick will fall off, because I'd rather that than having to look at that. Go Google some of the images. Ugh.
About necrotizing fasciitis of the vulva and how it's like the new STD. So I had to go.
So we all know I do not claim to be a doctor at all, but I do know a little bit about blood health and necrotizing fasciitis. When I just looked at one of the doctors explaining, he said they call that flesh-eating disease. Now my thing is, what do we teach you about? We teach you about your blood and how it has 3 parts. You got white blood cells and red blood cells, right? There are things that you need to preserve your skin. Things with beeswax. Beeswax does not allow things to grow in there. The colloidal silver, it fights bacteria. But also, I told y'all about Neosporin. She's like the second person, so obviously it's Mercer or it's necrotizing fasciitis. And certain things do not get it to go away. But you need to have your black gold. Go to pyromeds.com so you can see what that is. You need to have your immune system strong, and you need to have some
page about.
But yeah, so I think this goes to show you, especially when you go into other countries, especially y'all guys who like to go to them brothels and all of that, y'all better be careful, because it's probably some stuff over there you don't know what it is, and you'll end up, you feel me, getting it. You know, so y'all have to be careful when y'all go to them other countries and decide you want to go and mess with some of these, you know, like I say, these workers for money. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm in the military, right? And I had one of the guys who was in my station. He was messing with these women. I'm talking about no protection, eating them out, everything. Ain't no telling what bro would have. Ain't no telling what he got now. But for you to do something like that, you're diabolically nasty. Straight up. But check out these other clips too. But yeah, man, this goes to show you, like I always say in every one of these videos I do like that. Like this. You got to be careful, man. Some of y'all probably wondering why I'm talking about this type of stuff. I don't know. I just really think it's needed. Nobody else really doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, why not? You know, because everybody talking about the opposite. Oh, you need to go and sleep with 100 women. I don't think that. I think you need to go get married. Find you a good girl. Build an empire together. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you should be going out and trying to contract something. You know what I'm saying? To me, I think that's being a man. Being a real man. Finding you one, settling down, building wealth. Building an empire, I think that's a great message to put out. Like I say, a lot of people ain't putting out that message. But I want to be the one to put out that. At the same time, I still drop videos where it's funny and all of that. I do. But we can put out content like this as well. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, thank you guys for watching the video, man. See you guys next video. And always remember, I mean literally remember, be safe out there, kings and queens. Let's get it.